ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV.
Yes, now bless now. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We've just listened to Blasphemy's record. I don't know at what point this comes in the discography. I don't know if it's the only record they have, in all honesty. I've seen Emperor of the Black Abyss in the related. I don't know if that comes from a separate record. But this is Fallen Angel of Doom. I've come into being bothered about listening to this record purely as you see this album artwork from time to time, and it's definitely advertised indirectly through me as a member of the metal community as, you know, real metal, alright? The people who wear this, if not the sort of cult-like status of this record and band, is, you know, still relatively underground, but broken their way out of the underground out of sake of it being a bit of a novelty to wear their merchandise and so on and so forth. Now, 11 tracks are on this record, Fallen Angel of Doom. I have listened to it, done my first time reactions on this channel by now, so that should be out there if you want to check out what I thought in real time of the music. I'd call it 9 tracks, purely as we had an intro and an outro, which didn't necessarily serve any, they weren't tracks, so to speak, in regards to them being actual music composed and put together in the format of Blasphemy, more so just used as a bookend to the music that comes in between. I liked this. The intro and outro gave more purpose to what was in between, alright? Now, I assume that this band pioneered something here, right? And I say that respectfully, purely as, correct me if I'm wrong, but the information I've been given via YouTube states that this record was put out in 1999. Not 1999, 1990, my apologies. It sounds like a mid-80s record to me. And it's intense, it's noisy, and I respectfully say I assume this is a pioneering act, and should be a pioneering act, because I thought it was crap. I thought it was rubbish. I thought the music was rubbish, thought the mixing was crap, and it gives it a good element, dependent on your perspective, you know? If I hadn't had a whole, upbringing through the different extremities and pockets of metal, I might have looked at this as something different, but extreme music can be done so much more better, you know? The vocal were crap. Vocal was rubbish. I hate traditional death metal vocals as it is, let alone when it's just nonsensical. Half the lyrical content was like there wasn't actually any lyrical. It was just noise for the sake of it, growls for the sake of it. The guitar was just a reeled back mush. The drummer was clearly inexperienced, did the job, but tightness wasn't their forte. Bassist didn't even exist. I mean, the recording was bass heavy, I'll give you that much. So the bassist did exist within the mix, but didn't have any time to shine, didn't have any time to be present. And that's as much as I can say. I mean, given I don't have the experience of knowing this band's history, I got told, a few of the stories, like they can't travel, they can't tour and stuff due to particular reasons, and I've seen the imagery of the band, so I can see how it's quite striking in that regards, and I can see where they've influenced other bands. I don't know if there's a direct correlation, but I did see Black Witchery live not so long back, because they were playing in London and my friends were supporting them, right? And I had not been aware of this band before, and that was quite an eye-opener, because I'd been completely unaware. It just looked like black metal to me, a different sort of black metal. And then I listened to Revenge, and so I sort of see, but Revenge sort of sounded like a hardcore act to me. You know what I mean? So I can see where the offshoots come from, and where some bands could potentially give props to this act. But yeah, I'm never going to listen to this record again. I wouldn't want to. There was nothing that sold it to me. There was no groove. There was no tightness. There was no I mean, if I wanted to listen to sloppy music, I'd listen to some punk rock music, which actually have something to say. This band's got nothing to say, in my opinion. I'll give this record a 2 out of 10. I'll give it a 2 out of 10. I've heard this all before, and maybe nobody had heard this at the 90s, so I give them props for that. But even foundational bands, we listen to Carcass, we listen to Napalm Death. We listen to Possessed. At the very roots, yeah, quite boring in my opinion, but there's no denial of it being quality. This sounds like it should have been put out in the mid 80s because it's so behind at the times, in my personal opinion. Maybe it was. If I'm incorrect in saying that, correct me, okay? Because I'm not saying that I know. I'm just giving you my opinion. There's got to be butthurt people who are really bothered about this band. If you are, I recommend you check out some better music, in all honesty, because this just isn't it. I don't want to see this band live. I think this is crap. It's a crap effort from a band which, you know what I mean? I've been performing in bands, metal bands, since I was like 14, 15 years old, and it's of the same caliber of the acts that were around me, if not, you know what I mean, as far as tightness and sound engineering are concerned. You know what I mean? And that's my final note on that. Peace out, people. One love. Till next time.